What's up guys, John here. There's a few letters that you need to learn how to pronounce in Arabic if you want to sound like a native speaker. This is one of them, and this will be the topic of this episode. We're going to take the first letter of these that I just basically randomly chose, which is the letter Ain. And hopefully if you guys want to know more, we'll go through those letters in the following episodes. So the letter on its own is pronounced Ain. And it's also called, if you're gonna do this all officially, and you're gonna say the letter Ain, this is how you would write that. Harf il Ain. Harf means letter, Al means the, Ain is the name of the letter itself. So if you translate this literally in this order, this really says letter, the, Ain. For English purposes, we'll just spell it E-I-N because there is no A sound in English. So in Arabic, it's kind of said letter the Ain instead of the letter Ain. But anyhow, so as you know, basically, it's just like kind of in English how you pronounce a letter differently on its own, other than when it's part of a word. So you would say the letter A, but when you put it in this word here, you say apple, you don't say apple. So on its own, it's an A sound. As part of a word, it's an A sound. Likewise, in Arabic, the letter on its own is harf al-ain or ain, and as part of a word, it sounds like A. And we're going to give a few examples, and in those examples, I'm going to show you what kinds of words this can be used in, and how the pronunciation of the letter Ain in these words can differ based on a kind of, we can think of it as a kind of punctuation in Arabic, which is called tashkeel. Tashkeel, they are basically, you can think of them as little symbols that go somewhere above perhaps or below the letter when it's part of a word. And based on what that symbol is and or where it is, the letter is pronounced differently. So let me give you a few examples. For example, this name here is the name Omar in Arabic. So this is Omar. Now Omar in Arabic is actually pronounced Omar. Omar. This is the Ain or the A sound. And guys, if you're wondering how to pronounce this, which would really be the goal, I think you can just, you need a bit of practice. And one important thing to point out when you're trying to learn how to say this letter is it is a throat letter. When I say it, it feels as though it comes from the throat. It is not a tongue letter. Of course, I'm not a phonetics expert, but I can tell you that it feels like it comes from the throat. You do not use your tongue when you say this letter. So it sounds like ah, ah. So this is Omar. In this word, the Ain is not pronounced ta, it's pronounced o. Why is that? If you were to spell this out to a degree, the Ain would have something called a dhamma on top of it, which is this right here. It's like a little baby letter Waw. Waw is another letter, and it's pronounced kind of like this. Waw is the Arabic equivalent of the letter O. So in the Arabic punctuation or tashkeel, there is a form of punctuation that looks like a small, like a baby Waw, and it's actually called a dhamma. Dhamma. When it's on top of a letter, it gives it an sound. So it's not a prolonged O sound. That is a short, concise, abrupt O sound. So the letter Ain, which you can say, which you could pronounce Sa, in other words, when you have a Dhamma on top of it, it is pronounced O. So it's pronounced Omar, Omar. In English, people would say Omar, Omar. And as you can see, or as you can hear, it is not pronounced Omar or Omar, it's pronounced Omar. The Dhamma gives a short, abrupt sound. So, another example would be the word Amal, which is the Arabic word for work. So, you can just spell it like this here. Excuse me, let me do that again to make it more accurate. Amal. So here, the Ain sound has an sound, something like a really short, abrupt a sound, because it has another form of tashkeel or punctuation, which is a fatha right here. So when you see this above a letter, it gives it an sound. In this case, the letter is ain, so it will sound like amal, and amal means work. These are two examples of using the letter ain in Omar, amal, and perhaps we can find an example of the letter ain with a kasra underneath it, which is basically when you have the letter with a little line underneath it, and this is a kasra. So when you see this, it is pronounced tay, hey. So for example, if we were to say, what example should we give for this here? Let's say aidan. Aidan is the Arabic word for sticks. So when you say the word aidan, this one is kind of tricky because you do have the letter y after the letter ain. The letter y is the Arabic equivalent of e or I, kind of the same thing in Arabic, but the ain here would have a kasra underneath it to give the I sound, not a ya sound and not a o sound. And that is the effect of combining the sound of the letter itself, ain, with the tashkeel, which is in this case the dhamma, in this case the fatha, in this case the kasra. So the word I've been saying is this word over here. I'm going to spell it out. Tashkeel. And tashkeel is, I'll spell it out in English. It is a form of punctuation that gives letters different sounds based on the kind of punctuation and its position. Obviously the dhamma is different than the fatha, but the fatha looks very much like a kasra. It looks pretty much the same. It is where it is that determines how that letter is pronounced. Here it is a in the word amal or work, and here it is a in the word aidan or sticks, and here it is o in the name Omar. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you like this idea, please give this video a like, share it to the channel, and please share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. And if this idea kind of picks up, perhaps there will be following videos on letters that are deal breaker letters that are hard to pronounce, perhaps for the non-native Arabic speaker. But if you are to master them, that will be a really big step in learning how to pronounce Arabic properly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.